Good evening. Welcome to family members, the superintendent, the school committee, faculty, honored guests, and the class of 2018. About 2 months ago, I was in biology class, and my teacher, Miss Stang, asked me and my classmates a fairly simple question. If you could design the perfect April vacation, what would you do? So we typed our various answers into our phones, clicked submit, and they appeared on the projector. Repeated responses showed up bigger and more central on the screen. Naturally, around the edge, there was a solid variety of isolated responses. Going to Disney, traveling to Singapore, petting a bunch of dogs, you name it. But appearing in the center of the board, in massive letters, there was a single word representing a consensus of what we all wanted. A true commodity for a high schooler. The greatly coveted, highly elusive, slightly mythical, sleep. Yep, that's right. A room full of kids are asked about what they want, and the deepest desire was to take a nap. First of all, kind of sad, but more importantly, here's why. In general, we pay for things in dollars. But in the world of a high school student, more often, we pay for things in sleep. For example, you procrastinated on that English essay, you'll pay for it in sleep. You're preparing for Beauty and the Beast, you'll pay for it in sleep. Playing Fortnite, you will definitely be paying for that in sleep. Almost by definition, high schoolers don't have money. Even when we get to redefine currency in terms of sleep, we still end up broke. The world is full of things competing for our attention and competing for our time. When we don't have enough time for all the things we're trying to do, we buy more of it with our sleep. To my classmates, you've spent the last 4 years buying a whole lot of stuff with your sleep. At the cost of mild sleep deprivation, you've bought essays, worksheets, textbook readings, and projects. You've bought deep midnight text conversations, senior assassin stakeouts, time with your friends, and of course, Netflix binges. All this vending of sleep might have you asking the obvious question. Why? Why do we do it? The answer is not so obvious. You've spent your sleep to reach a whole bunch of different goals. You had a fixed amount of time to be a high schooler, but I'm guessing there were a lot of things you wanted to accomplish in that short time. Some of your goals might have been academic, like getting a good grade or taking a challenging course. Others may have been social, like making new friends or going to a party. Yes, you spent your sleep to accomplish these things, but really, you did it for more than that. You did it all for today, your graduation. Sometimes people make the mistake of thinking that high school is just the building at the top of that hill, or the 6 hours we spend in class. You don't stop being a high schooler when you step off school grounds, or when the bell rings at 2:24. High school is a full immersion experience. When you look back, years from now, at high school, you're talking about the whole package. You're a high schooler when you wake up. You're a high schooler when you're eating dinner. You're a high schooler when you're asleep. But you are especially a high schooler when you are not asleep. When you've made the choice that something is worth your time, something is worth paying for in sleep. You've learned to budget your sleep like you budget money, saving and spending, often with less frugality than you know you should. You've paid for things in sleep so that today, when you walk across this stage, you can feel proud of your high school experience. You've checked all the boxes. Today is the capstone. Today is the crescendo you've been building towards for almost 2 decades. Today is a day you bought with your sleep. A day to recognize how much effort and commitment you put in to get to this point. I don't know where you're going in the future, but today is the proof that you deserve the best and that you're willing to work to get there. Wherever you're going, I'm sure you're going to get there, even if you have to pay for it in sleep. Thank you.